It happened. It's done. Tides of Annihilation has fallen to wokeness. DEI implemented, ESG score reached. The censorship in this game has become brutal. Initially, the censorship of this game has become brutal, to say the least. It happened. It happened. It happened. They did it. That's it happened. It happened. They did it. It happened. They did it. Tides of Annihilation has fallen to wokeness. DEI implemented, ESG score reached, and maxed out for good measure at this point. Tides of Annihilation was something that I was very excited about, honestly. I still kinda am, but there's massive problems now. Because this game has been censored to an unbelievable degree. From the latest playtest that people got to play, I mean, the censorship is absolutely out of this world at this point. No physic has stayed untouched, okay? A lot of changes have been made. And it's kind of hard to honestly talk about this because a lot of these changes are relatively tame and small, some would say. But you see, the problem with stuff like this is, well, the fact that if they're tame and small, why did you do them in the first place? They matter. This is how they try to get you. This is how they try to subvert you. Oh, it's just a small change. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. What's wrong with you? Why are you making such a fuss? Always make a fuss. Always complain. This is how we win. We win by complaining and pointing this out. Do not let these people ever, ever shame you off an opinion that you hold. This is censorship, and it's bad censorship. And it's a shame because I was looking forward to a lot of people, in fact, were looking forward to this. This game is pretty good. And this is what we lost. Look at this. Look at this. This was the character. I mean, this was what happened here. We're gonna see a bunch of more clips, but I mean, you can see the physics, boys. I mean, we saw the physics. I'm actually looking at both of them at the same time, and then we had stuff like this. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty interesting. Yeah, but it's no longer there. Sadly, that's kind of the situation. That happened. And it's pretty interesting because people are tying this with Jennifer English stepping away from the protagonist's role in Tides of Annihilation because she broke up with her girlfriend. And Jennifer English, if you're wondering who she is an extremely annoying political figure in that sense, but she does do a good job with voice acting. She was from Clair Obscure Expedition 33, Mael, and I mean, she's also, I think, Shadowheart from, she was Shadowheart. She was Shadowheart for Baldur's Gate 3, and she has done some pretty good other voice acting. Oh, but mentally, she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So, that is a small thing. And it's kind of funny because this is probably more real than you think, but this is the funny part. The whole thing is sad in general. This is what's happening. People are pointing out pointing this out because again, this is a game that a lot of people wanted to see. This is how it was. Bellissimo, bella, French and shit. And this is how it is. I am disappointed, and so are you. Don't lie about it. Yes, they did this. They did a lot of it, in fact, okay? This is how the new character looks. There is speculations because she quit because of her girlfriend ditching her, or I'm a statistics person, so I'm assuming a little bit of that domestic fun from the police side. You know what I'm saying? And now she's replaced by this woman, who also does this, and this is why people are speculating the new character look, because this is the new character. And it's very interesting, honestly, because when you compare the old character to the new, you could arguably say, wait a minute, they didn't exactly censor her. They changed a couple of things here and there. And, well, they didn't exactly uglify her. But the Come on, just look at it. Just look at it a little bit. The face is so much rounder. They kept the eyes. They made the eyes womanly, okay? They kept the eyes, they kept the mouth, they kept the nose. But you could argue that they didn't try to magnify her. But at the same time, she just looks some magically how so much less feminine here than she does here. And by the way, even by Vogue standards, I honestly think this is a massive failure because this would be your typical dollification, objectification of women and, void existence and whatnot, which are good things, by the way, just to keep it straight. But this one just looks so much better. This one has a personality. This one has an attitude. This has all of the things that the Vogue lunatics would actually claim is important. And they decided to replace it with this. Something that really just does feel generic. Now, granted, there are people who don't feel like this, but there are a lot. This is a downgrade, in my opinion. In a lot of people's opinion. And again, the physics, obviously you can see that she is definitely way less exposed here if you look at the clothing in general. And again, some people are going to say that these are, some people are going to say that these are minor things. But they do matter. And if they don't matter because they're minor things, why even change them in the first place? Like, why would we need this change? I would argue this is worse from both spectrums, both political spectrums, if you want to argue about that. And it's just worse from a gameplay perspective, reducing her personality to something that looks like a ripoff of Lost Ark is not exactly what I would call the greatest thing ever. If you like this, that's honestly fine, obviously. To each their own. But this, they changed it for no reason. Well, the reason is censorship, obviously. You can see a bunch of things here. This was the old one. This was the new one. And, as you can see here, we have remnants of a cleavage. Here we have remnants of a remnant. It is different. They dolled up the faces. They kind of took a lot. I'm kind of pissed because it seems like they took a lot of the personality away from these characters. I mean, good character with motivations could fucking be put in a Fable game. Well, modern Fable game, one Fable game, and then uglified, and then it would be fine. But yeah, the censorship is here, and it's real, and I mean, it's kind of without question, honestly. We have multiple examples of this, people are talking about it.
Look at that, 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 look at that. Brag, it exploded, it racks, and then the boob jiggles from left to right. Right, look at, right, it's definitely is. Back, even before rag, this is the latest one, right? Let's look at this. Wait, they just skip it? Okay, if they just skip it, then I'm sorry. Then I'm just gonna play back in a slow manner, right? Just like that. Wait, let's see.
Yeah, it's not the greatest video, but you get
Wait,
the
it's
point.
important, guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of things removed. That's a lot of things made tamer. And again, this is just an attempt at subversion. The Vogue idiots lost in direct warfare, and now they're just back to the subversion roots. This is what's happening. And this is why people should not accept this. This is why people should never accept this type of stuff. Here you can see also this. I mean, again, you could say the difference is small, but the difference is there. And the difference is guided by a very specific ideology. So we should not accept this. Accepting stuff like this is absolutely obviously bad. Oh, the same stuff. And again, look at this comparison. Again, she just looks so much better here. Generic actually has has, you know, a personality. Okay? Eh. Admittedly, the tattoo does look better here than there, I would say. But yeah, I mean, that's well, not that. But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. You get the point. Again, it's just such a downgrade for no reason, and people are obviously upset. Now, granted, it's still a little bit better than what we get in the Western versions of an average game in the modern setting, but still, you know, this is not the downgrade version. Obviously, it's beautiful. Oh, but you get the point. All in all, a lot of people are currently upset because Tides of Annihilation is definitely getting censored. It definitely has been lost to wokeness, and this is just the start. We're gonna see more stuff happen because again, PlayStation 5, Xbox, SPC, Pro Enhanced, blah blah blah, and all of that stuff. This game is an action adventure that weaves in elements of Arthurian legend, where blah blah blah. You get the point. There's a lot of forces probably pushing on it to be a lot more tamer. You know, no one wants to steal our blade repeat, right? It's just successful and made a lot of money. Ah, these people are dull. In any case, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video, like it right now. Takes less than a second. And thank you for everyone who does. It does help the channel out a lot, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Subscribe and like the video right now. Takes less than a second. Bye.